I need you to get a pen and a notebook because you will need to be taking notes. Okay, this is not a class that you're going to be listening to or watch and you are trusting your brain to understand everything. No, it's not going to work like that. So please try and get a notebook and a pen to take note of the things you're going to be jotting down. Do you understand? So now, as I was saying, to set goals, okay, a goal is very, very important when it comes to you trying to achieve success for yourself. Now, it's not even just about financial success. It's not even a matter of okay, I want to set goals because I want to make so amount of money. Even in terms of life in general, let's say you want to lose weight, you want to gain weight, you want to, you want to do anything that you want to do. If you are able to set goals and not just goals, there are some goals that you just set it for certain sake, and you yourself, deep down within you, you cannot achieve those goals. But you just set it. The example of such goals are, New Year resolutions. Some people set unrealistic New Year resolutions, and that's the reason why, you know, when it's another New Year, December 31st slash January 1, they're like, I beg, I'm not setting anything. The one where I don't they set is all these days. I've not really done anything about it. And that's because you just say it with your mouth. You're not really you're not it's not realistic. Deep down within you, you know you cannot actually achieve that goal. Okay, so how do you set achievable goals? That's what I'm going to try to teach within this short period of time, and I hope that you please pay very close attention and you get value from it. First and foremost, let's start with what a goal is. Okay, what exactly is a goal? A goal is, something that you desire to get, like an aim or a desired result that you are hoping to achieve, something that you want to see yourself fulfill in future. Take for example, it could be that you want to add weight, it could be that you want to lose weight, it could be that you want to increase your income, it could be that you want to switch your career. For some people, they want to switch their career from, maybe, I don't know, maybe they are currently in the banking industry or whatever, and they want to switch to tech because tech is really the hot cake right now. And that is the absolute fact. Tech is like the hot cake, right? A lot of people are moving into tech. A lot of people are transitioning from their normal whatever business into the internet business, tech business, and all of that. And that's because that is really the business of the future, and that is what is making people a lot of money within a short period of time. Now, for you to be able to make all of this transition, it's not just something that you will just wake up one morning and say, okay, I'm no more doing bank work, or I'm no more doing let me say I used to be a shoemaker. I didn't just wake up one morning and tell myself I'm no longer making shoes, although there were some situations that led me away from shoemaking for now into digital marketing, of which I'm still going to tell you guys that later. But today, while this in this particular class, I'm talking about goals. So you don't just make those switch. You actually need to be able to visualize some certain things and set those goals. So a goal is an aim or a desired result, something that you hope to achieve for yourself. All right. Now, what is the purpose of setting the goal? You don't just set a goal because you want to set the goal. If it's it, I mean, talk is cheap. Everybody can say whatever they want to say. Everybody can write whatever they want to write. Okay, but really, what exactly is the purpose? The purpose of setting a goal is to give you a sense of direction and to keep you focused on achieving your dream and your future plans, and to also motivate you to achieve them. Now, this is where setting realistic and achievable goals comes in, because when you're telling yourself that you want to make 100 million naira next month, when you've never made money online before, you just know right from start that you're setting yourself up for destruction. You're setting yourself up for frustration, because the truth of the matter is you will not make that money. It is not magic. And before I proceed, I need to say this. This concept of when people say let your money work for you, most of the time people fall for all these online scams or Ponzi scams, especially in cryptocurrency and forex. When they tell you, don't worry, just put your money with us, and your money is going to be working for you. You're going to be earning interest, you're going to be earning commissions, we're going to be doing clinical for you, and you're going to be earning daily. It's all a lie. And at the end of the day, such things is still going to collapse, it's still going to crash. And most of the time, the reason why we find ourselves, or some people find themselves falling for such kind of scam, is because they've set unrealistic goals for themselves. And then some people actually understand this human psychology, that there are some people who set unrealistic goals for themselves. And so they come and dangle that thing in front of you and tell you, see, just put 50,000 naira in this crypto, whatever, whatever. Don't worry, it will be making you $100 per day, and you put all your money in it, thinking, of course, you'll be seeing the money today. You say, this thing is making me money, but the day they will collect all your money, it will do you like film. Do you understand? It will shock you, right? It will shock you. Hi, Kate, you're welcome. Please join the class. The class has started already. Just click on that join and join. All right. So it will shock you. Any business that tells you you don't have to do anything, let your money work for you. Please run away, because it's not possible. Your money cannot work for you if you don't set it in motion to work for you. There are some certain things you need to put in place that makes you money. Money is an exchange of services, an exchange of value. There is no such thing in the world as making your money work for you. Even the richest men in the world, the richest people in the world, the billionaires, their money is not really making money for them. Yeah, it's not really working for them. Literally, okay, they've set up all of these systems there that makes them money consistently. So let's um let me focus. I've diverted too much. So basically, that is the purpose of setting a goal. Do you understand? Now, what exactly is goal setting? Now that we understand what a goal is and the purpose of setting a goal, then what is goal setting? Goal setting basically is like the process, or should I say a yeah, let me say the process. Yes, the process of thinking about your ideal future, and the process of motivating yourself to turn this your vision of the future into a reality. Please, if you can still hear me, I want you to type in the group that I can still hear you. I am with you. I am following. Let me know I'm not talking to myself. If you are still following, I want to see you in the group typing. I am following you. I am with you. Okay, so okay, that's awesome. So goal setting is like the power is a powerful process of thinking about your ideal future, and motivating yourself to turn this vision, these things that you've imagined. Imagine yourself that you want to go to Dubai for Christmas vacation. That imagination is in your head. You're already thinking about how you're going to go to all the fine tourist attraction places in Dubai and all of that. But the thing is, how do you get to Dubai between now and December? Is it a thing that you can make happen? Now, this is where goal setting comes in. Like, you have to settle down. It's not something you do in a rush, okay? It's not something you do in a rush. You have to sit down, settle down, calm down, and really, activate your mental power and really think about all of these things, okay? Because the thing is, the process of setting goals, it helps you to choose where you want to go. Do you understand? It helps you to know the things that you want to achieve with yourself, with your life, with your career, with your finances. Do you understand? So the thing is, by the time you know precisely what you want to achieve, okay, by the time you already know what you want to achieve, you will know the place where you need to concentrate your efforts. Okay, you want to go to Dubai, and you have to do some things to make going to Dubai happen. Now, by the time you have all these precise things that you want to do, you'll be able to concentrate your efforts on those things you should really be doing, the things that matter. It's one thing to be busy, it's one thing to be productive. You will not just be busy, you will be productive. Do you understand? You'll be productive. So you know where to concentrate your efforts, and you will also be able to quickly spot distractions. Okay, you'll be able to spot distractions. That's why I say it's one thing to be busy, it's one thing to be productive. Some people will say 24 hours in a day, I don't have time, I don't have time. When you sit them down and ask them, okay, you don't have time, agreed. Tell me what you have achieved, what you have done in these 24 hours. They can't tell you what they've done. And that is because they are unable to focus, they are unable to concentrate, because they don't even have anything driving them. They don't even have anything pushing them. Okay, that's really the importance of getting all of these things right, all right? Because a properly set goal can be a high motivator for you. Like, it can be highly motivating. And the thing is, as you get into the habit of setting and achieving your goals, that is, you're setting realistic goals, goals that you can actually achieve. as you get into that habit, like you set a goal today that I want to do this thing, and you're actually able to do that thing, it boosts your self-confidence. Because why? You know you've set something for yourself and you actually did it. Because why? You set a realistic goal for yourself. Okay, it boosts your self-confidence, and from there you start to grow. From there you start to grow. It's just like saying you want to build a house, and then you're saying, and the contractor is telling you that, don't worry, this house, this five-story building, I'll build it for you in 1 week, because the person wants you to give them the contract, knowing fully well that 1 week is not enough for them to build that kind of structure. But because you want to move into the house, I must do Christmas in my house, you now pay the contractor to build house for you. Before you know it, the house will eventually collapse. Because why? It's not possible. There are just some things that has to follow the natural law or natural rule of nature. Do you understand? So basically, a properly set goal, it is an hard, because one thing about our brain, yeah, one thing about our brain is this: the moment you achieve something and your brain senses that you've achieved that thing, and you reward your brain for achieving that thing, it gives you power, it gives you the right motivation. And it's more like the universe is, agreeing to the things that you want to do, and it gives you power, ideas to be able to do more. Do you understand? That is the reason why the Nigerian educational system, I really don't like it, because it is the way lecturers teach in school, they kind of demoralize students, and threatening students with, I'll fail you, I'll fail you, I'll fail you. All those things are actually demoralizing. Do you understand? But check somebody that is always passing, passing, passing. The person will always feel motivated. Because why? The person releases, there's something in the brain called let me remember, dopamine. Yeah, dopamine, that's it. Once you keep getting wins, and you set this goal, you achieve it, you set this goal, you achieve it, dopamine is releasing, you don't know. And it keeps giving you that ginger, you keep getting motivated to want to do more. Do you understand? So these are really the reasons why you need to do all of this. It's not something you do in a rush. It's not something you just write. You don't just write the goal because okay, let me just write something. No, write something that will motivate you to want to do something. Telling yourself you want to make 50,000 naira for the whole of the year is not motivating enough. Even though I understand that you might want to say, okay, that's something I can do, but that is more like you're still telling yourself that you are incapable. Okay, but not to worry. Let me not confuse you. Don't worry. The class we're going to be having right after this, which is how to develop the money mindset, you will get so much more perspective on that. Let me just focus on goal setting in this one, because our time is fast spent. Now, there are some mistakes you need to avoid when setting goals. Okay, are you guys still following me? If you are still following me, Biko, type in the group, let me know that if you are still following me. I want to see you people telling me you are still following. I don't dey talk to myself. Okay, all right, that's awesome. Okay, that's awesome. If you want to make $3,000 monthly, it's $3,000 is about 600, 300. No, I think $1 is 600 naira. Abi? $1 is 600. So 3,000 times 600 is how much? How much are you currently making monthly now that you want to make $3,000 monthly? How much are you currently making? That's the question. But let's not go there, because our time is fast spent. Let me continue. The three mistakes to avoid when setting goals. Number one is when your goal isn't, how would I put it, when your goal isn't valued enough. That is, if you want to set goals that align with your values as a human being, as a person. As I am here like this, I have my values. I have some things that I can never ever do. Like, those are my values, those are my standards of life. That is how I am. Okay, I have my values. And when I'm setting goals for myself, even if it's financial goals or otherwise, my goals has to align with my values. I am not going to look at my friend. I'm not going to say, because my friend set his own goal like this, I have to set my own goal like that. No, because I am not my friend is not me. So the number one mistake you need to avoid, don't say, everybody's saying I want to make $3,000 monthly. Is that really what you want? Do you understand? So I'm just really, those are some of the common mistakes I noticed actually from the submissions I received today. So don't set generic goals. Generic, everybody is doing it. So yeah, let me to do it. That's why New Year resolutions means nothing anymore to some people, because they keep setting generic one. Ah, this year I go build my house. Okay, I go build everybody. Oh yeah, I go build my house. Oh yeah, now. Then it gets to June. You've not even have money to buy block, and like, hey, God, this year we'll go again. You start having depression. Why? Why? You want to kill yourself by yourself? Why? Why? Set goals that align with your values. That's number one mistake. Number two, you are setting goals that is not specific. Okay, you are just setting, like, it's still all like I said, generic. Okay, avoid setting goals that are too broad, like goals that are just general, there's no distinct or anything. Okay, avoid setting such goals. Instead, what you should be doing, okay, is you should be setting smart goals. All right, set smart goals. Now, smart is an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and then time bound. Okay, so instead of just setting generic goals, okay, I'll build that. I'll 2023, I'm building my house. 2023 is my year. Okay, it's your year of what? You know, be specific. All right. So that is number two, mistake number two. Number three is your goal isn't getting enough support, or should I say, um you're not you don't have somebody there to motivate you to achieve your goals. You understand? Because you are more likely to succeed with your goals if you have an accountability partner, or you have an accountability coach, or somebody, just cheering you on to achieve your goals and making you understand that you can actually do it. And that is why you see people that have besties, like besties that have sense. So it's not besties that they will just be gossiping, they don't have anything meaningful they are doing. Like besties that really ginger themselves and spur them each other to greatness. You realize that with two focused people being best friends, and they are really focused on growing their life and their finances, they always turn out successful. Why? Because both of them are relying on each other's strength. Another way you can do it is get a good mentor, get a coach, be in the community of people that are making it, that are winning, that are killing it. That way, you are motivated. That way, you are able to achieve what you want to achieve. Okay? Now, let's move on. How to set achievable goals. Like, this is like we're almost rounding up on this session. How to set achievable goals. Number one, you need to reflect and take stock of exactly what your values are. You need to know yourself. Who are you? Who am I? Mandy, wetin you want for this life? Mandy, who you be? Wetin you stand for? Wetin you sit down for? Wetin you fall for? Do you understand? You need to ask yourself that question. Reflect. This is something that you need to take your time to do. It's not rush something. Okay? Reflect and take stock of exactly what your values are. List all these things out. Okay? List the things that you would love to do differently, or things that you would love to change. Okay? All those things, list them out. You can list five, you can list 10, you can list three. Just make a list, write the list out. Okay? Then the second thing is to focus. All right? Number two thing is to focus. You see, out of all of those things that you have listed, okay, pick one. Just pick only one, or the most important one to you, and focus on it. Okay, focus on it. Add enough details and turn that thing into a smart goal. Remember, I mentioned smart goal earlier. Turn it into a smart goal. All right, are you people still following me? Turn it into a smart goal. That is, remember, the S is specific. Be specific about the goal. Don't just generalize it. Okay, be specific. Write down your goal with as much detail as possible. Like, let it be very, very detailed, that even if a neutral person picks where you wrote your goals, they will be able to understand. So that even if destiny helper see where you write your goal, destiny helper self will understand wetin you dey talk. You understand? So be very, very specific. Then let it be measurable. Okay, let it be measurable. Like, identify, set targets for yourself that you can use to track the progress and the results, okay, of what you hope to achieve. All right, so let it be measurable. Then another thing, let it be attainable. Okay, make sure it is something that you can achieve. Okay, make sure it's something that you can achieve. You've never made money online before, and you're saying that you want to start an online business today, and in this month that you want to start, you just want to start today. You've never made money online before, and you want to make $3,000. I shouldn't have used $3,000. I'm sorry, so that you don't think I'm using you for example. And you want to make $10,000. No, it does not work like that. Okay, set a goal that is like, I've already explained all of this. This is more like I'm just recapping. Set goals that you can attain. Be said that's why we have small goals, we have big goals, we have short-term goals, we have long-term goals. Do you understand? So make sure you set the goals that are attainable. Another thing, set realistic goals. That's the R, okay? Set realistic goals. Acknowledge the practical requirements necessary to accomplish your goals, the things that you know that you need to do. Don't overlook it. Yes, the grace of God covers all, but then human beings still need to put input. Your input is still needed. So be very, 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 very realistic. Okay, be very realistic. Then another thing, let it be time bound. Put a time to it. Don't just set a goal and say I want to achieve this. Put a time frame, maybe between now and now, this is what I want to achieve. Between now and now, this is what I want to achieve. Okay, then when you are done doing all of that, plan it, do the breakdown. All the smart goals you've set, do the breakdown and plan it. All right, plan your goals. Are you guys still with me? I don't understand. It's like my network. Are we still together? Okay. So plan your goals, okay? You plan your goals by breaking down your smart goals into specific steps. Okay, today, this is what I will do. Tomorrow, this is what I will do. Next tomorrow, this is what I will do. You understand? Or every week, this is what I will be doing. Make sure you plan it, okay? You can list at least one action that you're going to be taking in the week. Every week I must do this in order to achieve my goal, and make sure you're committed. Make sure you do that thing that you want to do that week, okay? And doing all of these things is actually, part of living life with greater intention. People that have purpose, you are living a life of purpose. You know that I'm not just me because I'm not just me because of the present or current thing you're doing. I am made for so much more, and I can be so much more. It all begins with you living intentionally. Be intentional, all right? Be intentional. Be intentional about your life, about your career, about your goals, about everything. Be intentional, all right? And then finally, get support. You can join groups, you know, get mentorship, get coaching. Just make sure that you are in the midst of people that is constantly motivating you that to be great, to achieve your goals, and not people that will talk you down. Because see, morale, don't worry, by the time we have the class on building the money mindset today, you'll understand some things much more better. When your morale is low, I really don't know what you can do with a very low morale. And there are some people, they have bad mouths. They never see anything good in people. They never see anything good in anything. So they're always bad mouthing, bad mouthing, bad mouthing. Avoid people like that. Run away from them. They don't love you. All right? They don't love you. And like they say, misery loves company. So just run, 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 run. Then the final thing is you need to be revisiting your goals. Don't just write the goals down somewhere and say, okay, I've set the goals. God will take control. Yes, God will take control. But like I said earlier, your input is also needed. You need to also do some of the heavy lifting. Okay, God will make provisions for you. God will give you manna. God gave the Israelites, right, manna from heaven. They still have to bend down to pick it. But God bring down the manna. So don't say God has done it, God has done it, but you don't want to do anything. That means you're not ready. Okay, God is going to make the provisions. God is going to make everything easy for you. You're a Christian or you're a Muslim, whatever religion or maybe traditionalist, you're praying to your God, and you believe that your God will answer your prayer. Fine, God will answer our prayer, but God will not still come down to do some things for us. Okay, so always revisit your goals every week. Assess how you have done. What have I done? Okay, last week I was supposed to do this. Did I do it? Okay, what have I not done? What were the mistakes I made? Okay, what can I change? What can I not change? All of those things are things you need to be doing. Okay, and you also need to focus on your values, decide on the actions that you have to take, to move you closer towards achieving your goals. Okay, and as you're accomplishing one, you're going to be breaking down your big goals into smaller goals so that it's easier for you to accomplish. So as you're accomplishing your small goals, set new milestones as needed. Honestly, that is how you move from point A to point B to point C to point D until you get to point Z. Do you understand? So basically, this is everything that you need to do in order to be able to set achievable goals for yourself. And I hope you've been able to gain something from this class. Let me know in the group, just if you got value from this session. I want to see you type it in the group that you got value. I want to hear from you. Did you get value from this? I want to see it in the class. Oh my god, I keep saying comments. All right, so that'll be all for now. If you also have questions, feel free. I think I have 2 minutes to take questions before we move on to the next session, which is how to develop the money mindset. And one more thing. So let me just, okay, awesome, great. So let me just say another thing. I understand, all of these things I've said is a whole lot. And to be very honest with you, this process is going to take time, okay? It's going to take time. But that don't say, I don't have time. You actually do have that time. That's the honest truth. And the thing is that choosing and planning your goals, making sure your goals align with your values, fine, it is not going to be easy. You're not used to doing all these kind of things, and it's very normal that for the very first time you want to try it, it might look very difficult, it might look taxing. But what about the reward? The reward is priceless. Okay, so whenever you want to feel less motivated, feel down, allow that end result, allow it motivates you. Okay, so did you guys get value from this session? Let me see you typing it. If you got value, let me even hear how you're feeling. Let me hear how you're feeling. Let me hear how you're feeling. Do you have questions before we move on to the next agenda? Is there any English like agenda? Oh my god. So